guys. It is, what is today? I should have known that. July 23rd. Just back from convention. We're very excited. And that's what we're going to do today on the call is just kind of share with you some of our takeaways of a convention. And I'm so excited. First off, I want to thank everyone that made the commitment to go to convention this year. Some of you needed a little gentle pushing, but you did it. And you made that commitment, and you made the sacrifices, and you got, the kids worked out, and the job worked out, and the husband worked out, and everything. And it warms my heart. It really does to have that many people from our team there. And I'm so glad you were there and got to experience it because it can be very life-changing. And I saw some of that in some of the people that went for the very first time in their eyes and when we talked. And that's kind of what I want you guys to share with you tonight with the team is just we'll just go through the ones, and I'll go through you in order of who I see on the screen, but just kind of take 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, so that everybody gets a chance to talk, but maybe say who you are, and all I'm going to do is call on the convention goers today, who you are, maybe how long you've been a coach, and if this was your first convention or how many conventions you've been to. And really, it doesn't have to be a certain speaker that you heard or a certain person, but it can be. But what is the biggest thing you took away personally for your personal growth, something you can use in your business? Maybe it's just something you want to take back that you're going to use to better your family life. And whatever, and there's no wrong answer. I'm just excited to hear, and I think everyone else is too. So, Brooke, we're going to start with you, honey.
Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Brooke, and I've been on program since April, and I've been a health coach about 2 months.
Say your last name, too, so people know.
Oh, Brooke Peoples.
Not Brooke Shields. That's an inside joke.
Where's my Pam? Yes, not Brooke Shields. I would say that my biggest takeaway would be that you don't have to be at a certain place to begin your journey as a coach. I kept telling Pam that when I get here, and it kept, I wasn't sure, but in my mind I had a certain place I wanted to be. And when I got to convention, I realized that it doesn't matter if you're at the beginning, the middle, or the end of your journey, you can help somebody. And so why not do that journey together? And I know that Pam told me that multiple times, but I just didn't get it. And the other thing that I noticed was we talk a lot about family. It's a family, period. It doesn't matter if your mom is Christy and your grandma is Kim. You've got aunts and uncles that treat you just like you're their equal. And it doesn't matter how big their business is or how big they are. They talk to you like you're their equal, and that's really cool.
Amen. That was awesome. You're spot on, girl. That was awesome. Good. Lacey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Lacey Litton. I've been a client since last fall, and I have been coaching since February. There's so many things that I learned at conference. Everything that Brooke said.
Brooke didn't say, but this was her first convention. She forgot to say that. So, Lacey, you too. Is this your first one?
My first convention. Everything that Brooke said and more.
Was it a struggle to go? I want to know that. Did you have to make some sacrifices to go? Was it some sacrifices to go? Was it a struggle?
Yes. I had to take off. I work full time outside of the home, so I had to take off work. My husband is a sheriff's officer, so he had to make arrangements to get into work early and stay late to pick up my 2 toddlers from daycare and get them. And the night before I left, my daughter cut her ear open, and so we spent that time getting her ear stitched up. So yeah, just life throws everything at your way, but it was just so worth it. I think the biggest thing that I took away from convention is I am my own worst enemy when it comes to motivation and doubt. And what I heard there was why, if I'm not sharing this opportunity with people, I'm being selfish. I need to share this with as many people and get out of my own way to spread the word. One of the speakers said, kick fear in the face. So I'm petrified to talk to people sometimes, especially just casual conversation. But, I talked to somebody on the airplane all the way back and, just kind of broke out of that and came back energized, ready to call people on the list and just get going. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
And I won money. I won $300 while we were out there. So that doesn't hurt anything.
And tell them what for.
What's that?
Tell them what for.
So our lovely leader, Miss Christy Brune, gave each of us first-timers, $100 bill. And I also won the first drawing of the evening on the Kim Fisk team. I won $200. So
Or also being for a first timer.
it was great. And, I reinvested it in my business. I took that $200 and immediately registered for convention next year.
Perfect.
The other $100 took my husband out for dinner and my kids out for dinner for making the sacrifice while I was gone.
Awesome. I think that was money well spent right there.
I agree.
True. I didn't ask you too, Brooke. You guys should say this too. Did you already register for next year? Brooke.
I am registered.
Boom.
Yes, I am.
Good deal. Awesome. Thank you, Lacey. Barb.
Hi. My name is Barb Ashbrook. I started the program in February and I became a coach in March. And this was my first time at convention. It was amazing, absolutely awesome. I also won $100 and I also invested and am registered for next year because there is no way I would ever miss it, especially after being at my first one. It was amazing. My takeaways, stop worrying about what other people think of you and just start helping people get healthy. It's about helping others and seeing the amazing transformations physically, mentally, financially, the stories that we heard on the stage of the people who have, made success of their lives from rock bottom, from wherever they were at, and have helped so many people. The non-scale victories that the one person listed, that people had told him, were great rewards for him. And that was really touching, all of it. I mean, I just went there expecting to be a sponge and just soak it all in. And I feel like I did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and I also, another thing that the Smithsons said that I liked, no one can give you permission to be successful. Only you can give you permission to be successul.
Very good.
I liked that too.
That's very true. Good. Thanks, Barb. Great. Janice with a GB.
GB. I'm Janice Bald. I started last August and became a coach in October. And this was my first convention. And I didn't win anything, but I always win. You had to be at Kim's party to understand that joke. But let's see. It's so hard to just kind of wrap it up in such a short period of what you take away from it, because it's just like overwhelming. There's so many moments that you have. But I really liked the first meeting I went to for the executive directors and above on Thursday. Dr. A talked about, think of who were great influences in your life. And, you know, think about what you liked about them. Were they interesting or interested? And that is so true with, I guess for me, what it taught me was I need to just start asking people more questions and showing them how much I care. I don't need to worry about going and saying, you know, I've got this great program for you, blah, blah, blah. It kind of follows after you start asking them about themselves and you get to know them, then it just flows easier. And you don't feel like you're just, you know, bringing it up and it's an awkward moment. They want to know about you after you inquire about them. So there were a lot of things like that in some of the workshops that they just talked about how to get to know people and how to make it just more comfortable with those situations. So that was probably my biggest takeaway, I guess, among a lot of others. But
Yes, good. And your first convention, and did you get a push to go?
oh yeah, I'm already registered.
Oh, I meant
Oh,
like,
you mean for?
initially.
Oh, well, no, not really. I kind of did it on my own. I think I might have surprised you, didn't I? I think I beat you to it because I knew you were going to start pushing, so I just went ahead and said, "Yeah, I'm going."
Smart girl.
I just avoided the whole pushing thing.
You know me well
I
now.
do. I just knew it was coming.
True.
So.
Good. Those are great, Janice. Thank you. Pam.
I have been a health coach for 4 years.
And your name
this-
is Pam Miller.
Oh, yeah. Pam Miller, sorry. I've been a health coach for 4 years. This is my 5th convention. I actually went before. I was a client for a week, went to convention, came home, became a health coach. My biggest takeaway, the excitement and advice, and I've heard this from day one, touch your business every day. If it's 5 minutes, touch your business every day. When you stay plugged in, you get motivated. So that's huge, I think. What was the other thing? Oh, I am registered. I registered Saturday, so got the 199 going.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thanks, Pam.
Judy.
You know what? Something, Pam, I want you to touch on real quick. Even though this was your 5th convention, was it any less exciting, or do you take something different away from it every time?
This is what I have found and have learned. Repetition, repetition, repetition. I've heard many of those things over and over and over, but because I'm at a different place each time when I hear them, they take on different meaning for me. So it was every bit as exciting as it was the first time, and I wouldn't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
The energy, the personal development, the friends you make, the family feeling Brooke spoke with, and I got to room with Brooke. Hey. Brooke Shields, by the way.
Good.
Yeah, it was great. Exciting. Wouldn't miss it.
And there was wine.
Oh, no, there wasn't.
Some heart healthy stuff. Okay. Candy.
Hello, Candy Timmerman. This was my 3rd convention, and I'm with Pam every time. I've heard something different, and they might have been similar words, but when you're at a different place, then they mean different things to you, and you use them differently, I guess. You can hear the same thing, but then somebody says it, it just makes sense to you. And of course, the people are wonderful always, and the team atmosphere is so uplifting. So I feel a little bit re-energized, I guess I'd say, which is what I was hoping for, because I've been struggling a little bit with myself personally and my business and my other day job and what all makes sense to try and make sense of everything. But something that Dr. Anderson said is, don't be a victim of your life. So quit making your circumstances dictate, what you're doing or what your plan is. Take control and use it to your advantage instead of a disadvantage, I guess you'd say. The other thing that really rang true to me, he said, are you interested in health? Are you committed to health? They're two hugely different things. So that really made me think, am I just interested or am I committed to that? A little soul searching personally as far as that goes. And I'm with Pam on the touch your business every day, as I get busy with those other things and, tomorrow. Absolutely, I need to touch it every day.
Good. That was good. That was a really good thing you brought up about what Dr. A said. Good. Thank you, Candy. Denise. I got to say it with a D. D. You're muted. Well, we can't hear you. Turn up the volume. We can't hear you. I don't know. I can't hear you. Try. We can't hear you. Can you try to call in maybe? And then you can talk through your phone and we'll go to Melissa while you're trying to call in. Melissa. Oh, wait. Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
The
can.
commercial, like. Can you hear me now? So anyway, I'm Denise Hansen. I've been a coach for 2 years. This is actually my third convention because I went to my first one right after I started coaching. And what was the other little thing we were supposed to say? That's it. So then my takeaways are GoPro. Make sure that this is something that you're committed to. Just like what Candy said, interested or committed, even with your health or your business. And dedicate your time to this, just like you would to any boss at any job. Some of us really put all our effort into what our other job was. I remember being very committed to my other job. Well, honestly, they could care less about me. So this is the deal, is that you have to just be committed to what it is that you're doing and treat it just like a regular job. And but have fun and enjoy it, and but put in the time. So touch your business every day, that is one of the things. That's it. That's probably my main one. I love the teams. I love being around everybody, seeing people I've roomed with at different events that I met that I would have never met before. It was fun to see them and have that friendship that goes on every single year.
Good. Thanks, Denise.
You're welcome.
Melissa.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm Melissa Reeves Meeker, and I started a program in February, coaching in March, and this was my first convention, and Kelly had suggested I go and everything, and I made goals that if I made ED by June, I would go, because I didn't see the point necessarily, and like the income wasn't there to pay for the trip, and I didn't make ED, but I don't know, I guess I just was going to do it. And as far as like the sacrifice to go, I guess it kind of was in a way that I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so I kind of had to make arrangements for my kids. My husband works railroad and farms, so he's never home. And so I thought it was kind of a selfish thing for me to do, but I went, and like I wouldn't have changed it for the world, and it was amazing for a ton of reasons that I learned who everybody is, like personalities with their faces muted, you really learn who people are, and that was awesome. Made new friends, heard stories from lots of people. I don't know, it was just like awesome, I guess, to go. I'm gonna get emotional. I took away a lot, like to share and live by example and be compassionate and relatable and go the extra mile. And what was really awesome, was to see how like normal that Dr. A and Meg Sheets and like all the starters of the company, and like they're just normal human. They're no different than us. Like Brooke said, their rank or whatever makes no difference. And I talked to Meg the last day, and she came to the little church service, and just I don't know that you see that in any corporate America. They would even speak to you. So that was huge for me, and trying to share that and get my husband to understand it is like hammer on a boulder, I guess. So I'm going to make him crumble, and he'll be there next year. He just does not fully understand and know it yet.
That's good,
And
Melissa.
I've already registered, and I won $100 for first timers. So I'm going to Disney World next year.
Yay! Yay. Good, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you. Brenda, I see your name, and I see that you're muted, and I don't see a picture. And I want you to, come on, girl. Let's use your outside voice. I want to hear from you. Oh! You unmuted. Hi, Brenda. Can you talk? Brenda was so fun when we had little team gatherings, and I just got to pick on you for a minute, Brenda, and she would talk so quiet, but by the end we got her to use her outside voice, and she was telling us things, and I know she's excited. I saw she made some connections the other day, so that's great, Brenda. You can't talk. And then Carrie Bell, are you the call-in user?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, good. I'm glad you made it.
Yes. I am Carrie Bell, and I started the program in January and became a health coach at the end of February. And this was my first convention, and it was wonderful. I enjoyed it so much. I think the part that I enjoyed the most was meeting all of you. So everybody that has shared on this call tonight, I just want you all to know I just loved meeting each and every one of you.
Oh, I wish you could see all our smiles. We're all smiling back at you.
I did. I just love you guys. Okay, so some takeaways. Oh, it's all kind of in a big ball, but I'll just say it. I learned about being on purpose every day and how important that is. The importance of being service and value driven. And also the part about being bulletproof. There's always going to be rejection in life, or people who may not be interested, but I think it's important for us to remember that that's okay. That's okay. And some people will love what we do, and other people just won't be sure yet, and maybe they'll come around later. But I think it's important just to live out of love in what we say, in our actions, and our intentions. And then lastly, I'll just finish with love yourself first. And that's it.
That's good. That's really good. Thank you for sharing that. And we all feel the same about you, Carrie, because I agree. I think that was everybody that went to convention. Just to kind of give you my little takeaways, because it has been my 5th convention as well. I was trying to remember where they all were, and I forget. But I remember my very first event and going and thinking, looking at all these people and thinking, why are they so nice? Like, I've never seen so many nice people together in my whole life. Something's fishy. This cannot be right. And I just remember thinking that, like, this is too good to be true. And I will tell you that even after 5 years, every year I go and I meet new people. And I just love that. I love to hear their stories. I I just love to hear where they've come from. And then when our leaders get up and speak, wow, now I'm getting teary-eyed. And to hear how maybe no one ever had faith in them to succeed, but they did it anyway. You know, and it's proof that they're no different than you. Just like, I can't remember, a couple of you said that. Like, there's no reason why we can't be a Brian Drollinger, a Kim Fisk, Amber and Jared Smithson. They're special. They are special, but there's nothing special that they have that we don't. They don't have some crazy, you know, health coach degree. They're just certified like we are, and they talk to people. And that's it. There's no secret to their success, but just people and having the love and compassion for others and sharing. And that's really it. And that's amazing. And that we're all, when we come together like that, there's no, competition. We're all like so open and willing to share with each other what we know and what's worked for us. And you can go sit down with a presidential director and ask them questions, and they'll sit there and listen and answer and not expect you, you know, not just because you're a senior coach, or maybe you're not even a senior coach, that doesn't matter. You're a person. And they all come from love, which is, I don't know, the integrity of the company is amazing. I could go on and on, but I won't, because it's recorded and people get tired of listening from me. Oh, Brenda's here, but I don't have a camera. Can you talk? Oh, and I don't know how to use the microphone. Okay, I'm going to read from Brenda. Oh, well, you can all read it, but I'm going to read it aloud. I'm here. I don't have a camera on my computer, and I don't know how to use the microphone. Next time. I'm still on a convention high. I was overwhelmed by the entire event and how everything down to the little detail was so amazing. My takeaways were: don't limit your reach and stop getting in the way of someone else's freedom. Good. Okay, 2. I really got a lot out of the mindfulness workshop, and I'm registered for 2015 National Convention. Whoop, whoop. Okay, thank you, Brenda, for sharing that. Okay, just to end the call too, and then I'll take any questions or comments, but I don't want to forget this. I posted before, but just a reminder, we are having a Collecting Yeses little fun contest thing that we're running. And we haven't really been talking about it much in Dreamweavers, but it's going on and it's till the 31st. So there's going to be 2 prizes and maybe some others, I've been thinking. So you want to play. So for every yes you collect, what if you got $1 for every yes you collect, right? And I also reserve to put a cap on that because there's a few of you that would go bonkers with this, so I don't want to be broke. But so there will be whoever collects the most yeses, you have to email me. To qualify, you have to email me by July 21st, and I need their name and their email address. And you have to have actually told your story, collected a yes, and have a time to follow up with them. That's what qualifies as a yes. So I need all of those by July 31st. The one that collects the most will win however many yeses they collect. If it's 100, you get $100. If it's 200, you get $200. We'll see. And then also there'll be for however many, and then you get a ticket. So if you didn't get the most, you get a ticket for every yes you got, and there'll be a drawing for a gift card. I'm not exactly sure where or what yet, but for that, and then maybe some other small little prizes that I've been thinking about too. So I just want to remind you that, and then we'll do that on August 9th, which is going to be our fun day. We're going to have our second fun day ever, and that's going to be at my home again. And I'll post more details about that again in Dreamweavers to give you the directions and the time and all that stuff. But I just want to put that little reminder out there before I forgot. So before we end the call, does anybody have any questions, comments for anyone? Anybody that wasn't at convention want to chime in? I know there's a couple on here that always go to convention and you weren't able to go this year. No? Alicia, you have nothing to say? I can't believe it.
I just unmuted, but I don't know how good my reception is. I'm in my car driving with the top down.
We can hear you.
Oh, my heart is breaking as you guys are all talking because I'm like gonna cry that I wasn't there. So, anyway, if you're on and you haven't ever gone, you can see how just you take so much away from it, both for your business and just for yourself personally. And yeah, I feel like I'm starting in the fall, and part of me is left behind because I always go, but I couldn't get out of an obligation that I had with my other job. So anyway, I'm so glad you guys had such an awesome time, and I'm so jealous I wasn't there.
Well, you were missed, honey. You were definitely missed. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Okay. Well, that was great, you guys. I loved all the takeaways. I love the energy that we have and the emotion that you feel. Don't try to push that down. Let it out because it's real. And change hurts sometimes. And when you get uncomfortable, that hurts sometimes. But guess what? When that happens, that's when something great. You're just about ready to release something even greater inside of yourself that you didn't know was there. That's the magic. Create the magic, right? So if you want to register and you haven't yet for convention, I would do it soon because as of August 31st, the prices will increase. Right now it's $250 for singles. I forget what the doubles are because I only register single. Might be $3. No, I don't know. I'm not going to say because I don't know for sure. $425, Pam says. $425 for couples. So just know that if you make that commitment to go right now, you have plenty of time to work out the kinks. It will be the best thing that you've done for yourself. Everyone that I've ever told to go to convention, although they're kind of mad at me for like, gosh, why are you pushing me to go to this thing? I don't make a dime on if you go. Like, I don't get some kind of bonus if you go to convention. It doesn't help me. I'm telling you because you don't know what I know. And when you go, then you get to know that, and it's amazing. And that's what I want for you all. So just take that takeaway, I guess. So anyway, I would register soon and just make it happen, and you won't, you'll be so happy you did. And let's go out and do the do and go collect those yeses and make me take all my money, kids. And hopefully we'll see you all August 9th. Okay. See ya. Have a good night.